All right, ladies and gentlemen, back again on this Sunday morning, hours away before it is Championship Sunday. And here he is, Elias McMillan, my overnight producer, with some keys to the game. We're going to talk about the NFC Championship game a little after 3, in which Atlanta is a slight favorite over Green Bay at the Georgia Dome. 3:05 News Radio 1020 KDK, courtesy of Westwood One Radio. And then the Steelers at Gillette Stadium, as of today, a 6-point favorite over the Steelers. And, of course, that game heard on 93.7 The Fan, again, courtesy of Westwood One Radio. Okay, keys to the game. It is Atlanta taking on Green Bay.
Rob, you're wearing a red shirt. Is that telling who you like in this game?
No, it's because Tiger Woods is going to be playing next week.
That's where I was going.
Farmers Insurance Open next weekend, PGA Tour.
Red shirt Tiger over here. It's going to be a big game. Atlanta playing at home. You got to take advantage of this opportunity. I'm still upset that Dallas lost last week, man.
I know you. I felt bad, brother.
I'm crushed. But because of that loss, Atlanta has a great opportunity today at 3 o'clock at home against the Packers. And, a lot of talk is going to be about the offenses in this game, especially with Atlanta. I told you yesterday about the balance Atlanta has on offense, the way they can pass the ball down the field with Matt Ryan and that duo, that great running back duo, so they can do it both ways. Like I said, defense, man. Defenses on both sides is going to be a key for Atlanta. If they can get stops on Aaron Rodgers, the Packers are banged up, and Atlanta's at home. So those two advantages off the top for the Falcons.
All right, now we move on to that Steeler game. And again, 93.7 The Fan, 640 Westwood One Radio, CBS Television, KDK TV2. Keys to the game, I got to believe, is simply get to Tom Brady early and often.
Well, remember last year in the AFC Championship game, New England allowed Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware just run buckshot all over the Patriots offensive line. You got to think the Patriots offensive coordinator got to remember that game and just, I don't know what, I think they have the same two starting left and right tackles coming back in this game 1 year later, and they cannot let James Harrison and Bud Dupree do what DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller did just a year ago. They didn't really upgrade that position. But if they can pressure Brady, man, they can limit this Patriots offense in a big way. And I think they're going to be able to do that. Like I said, it's the same players from last year. Steelers defense is playing at a high level. No Gronkowski. There's no big security blanket for Tom Brady to go through when he's under pressure. I think Martellus Bennett is a good tight end, but he's no Gronk. Julian Edelman, Brady's going to try to target this young secondary for the Steelers. This Patriots offense is not the same. This is not the same Patriots offense we saw last year or 2 years ago. I think Steelers defense playing at a high level right now. I think they're going to roll that into victory tonight.
You like Bud Dupree?
He's playing well right now. He kind of had a slow start to his career, but you watch the playoff games last two. He's been coming along strong, and they've been waiting. They used the first round pick on Jarvis Jones. Another one on Bud Dupree. They've been drafting these young guys to try to push James Harrison out of there, but James Harrison's just defying logic right now with the high level he's playing in this season. But they have these young guys that they're waiting for them to blossom. And right now in the playoffs, what a great time for Bud Dupree to be a difference maker, and that's what he is right now. And he was last week. Forced the interception. Yeah,
he was out for the first 11 games of that groin injury, but he's been back and playing at a high level. Is he the future after many people believe Lawrence Timmons is gone because of free agency?
Well, can he play inside? That's the question. Timmons, he may not be back because of free agency, but I think he's a good player. I know he catches a lot of flack, but he's pretty good in the run defense, and he's still athletic enough to go back and cover tight ends on occasion. I know he gets beat sometimes in pass coverage, which is why a lot of Steelers fans may not want him back next year. But he's going to be a hot commodity in free agency.
What do you think about the job Mike Tomlin has done? I think it's exceptional.
It's so funny, man. This guy, I feel like every year he's under fire from fans, and but what do they know? The Steelers have been so successful. This is not an organization. I hate to bring up Dallas again. This is not a organization like the Cowboys. The Steelers have been able to compete year in and year out, and you cannot take that for granted. It is hard to do that in the NFL. I would say, there are 32 teams in the NFL, Rob, and I think about 3 or 4 of them you can say right now are able to compete year after year. I think the Patriots are one of those teams. Green Bay is one of those teams. Seattle's one of those teams that are starting to fall off a little bit. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are one of those teams. They're able to be there. They're there every year. And coaching is a big part of that. It's not easy. You can't take it for granted.
By the way, if the Steelers win today, and we're all believing they will, and we're hoping, 8:30 tomorrow morning, AAA East Central, Marita Williams, Debbie Evans, the whole crew will be there, ready to take your phone calls at 1-800-354-8761 to book you a trip to Houston for Super Bowl 51. If the Steelers win, AAA East Central tomorrow morning at 8:30, 1-800-354-8761. Steelers, one thing amazes me about them, even though Ben has been around since '04, still a very young football team with Brown and Bell and that offensive line. They could, if they could make a push, get to the big game, and even if they wouldn't win it, this could be the sign, I think, of the future for the Steelers going back again and again, because I think the window is still there, that window of opportunity for them to get more opportunities at the Vince Lombardi Trophy.
Well, I think this is what Steeler fans have been waiting for the last couple of years. I mean, it was established that, you had this quarterback, and then it was established, you don't bring back Mike Wallace. He goes to Miami, and then Antonio Brown becomes the guy. And then you draft Le'Veon Bell, then he becomes the guy, and we have talent at those three positions playing at a high level, arguably best quarterback in the league, best receiver in the league, best running back. When you have all that talent, you got to expect you're going to play for some championships. I know the Steelers are known for defenses. During the championship run in the late, early, like 2005, 2009 era, those defenses were so good. Troy Polamalu, Lamar Woodley,
Ike Taylor,
and Aaron Smith and Kiesel. They were so good on defense. Now the talent has kind of switched where the offense is the driving force of the Steeler team. And back in August, the Steelers were many people's picks to make the Super Bowl. Now you never want to be a preseason favorite because you always disappoint. And you saw in the middle of the season after they lost to Dallas, they were 4-5, and you're like, oh, here we go again, another disappointing season. And since then, they haven't lost. So,
all right. Just before you go, once again, who do you like in both of these games? 3:05, News Radio 1020 KDK, Westwood One Radio, Green Bay at Atlanta. Then 6:40, 93.7 The Fan, and KDK TV 2, 93.7 The Fan with Westwood One Radio. Steelers at New England. Who do you like?
First, let's do the new NFC first.
Okay.
I'm going 2 upsets today because Atlanta is favored at home. I know Green Bay's banged up, but I like the Packers. I like Aaron Rodgers. Atlanta has folded in the past. It's kind of their MO. This is Atlanta's best shot. Playing at home with all that talent, but I like Aaron Rodgers and the Packers to keep it going. Tonight in the AFC games, Patriots favored by 5. I like the Steelers, and it's not a favoritism thing here. I just think this Patriot team, this is not the same Patriot championship team. They had pieces on their defense that they traded away. I think New England's kind of getting stuck in their own way where they think, no matter who we have on defense, we're going to win championships regardless, which might be true. But, how big of a boost would it be if they had Chandler Jones playing defense for them today? But they traded him away for nothing. They traded away their starting linebacker for nothing. There's got to be a limit here. So I think they're going to miss those pieces on defense. And then on offense, they're going to miss not having Gronkowski. Steelers offense, you know what they can do with the 3 Bell, Brown, and Roethlisberger. And the defense is playing above it, overachieving right now. So I like Steelers. It's going to be a rematch of Super Bowl 43. Was it 43? That was against the Cardinals.
Bottom line is they were there against the Packers.
45, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Super Bowl 45 rematch in Houston, in Texas again.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Packers Steelers. That's what I'm saying.
But remember, Tiger Woods, Farmers Insurance Open. Yes, sir. Happy birthday to the Golden Bear, Jack Nicklaus, who was on the Golf Channel talking about Tiger's game, and he likes what he sees. And if the Golden Bear likes it, that's good enough for me. Have a great day. Don't forget, all morning long we preview NFL Championship Sunday, then Coons Market on McKnight Road with the guys breaking it all down. Have a great day, and let's go Steelers!